Hi everybody. Hey, I want to talk today a little bit about home care, private duty home care. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I've spent 30 years in this industry. Some people know that I was involved with home care. Some people thought that I did health care. Some people thought that I did something in the health arena. Well, I spent 30 years in private duty home care market. And the main reason I'm doing these series of videos is because I want to be able to help people not have some of the issues and problems that I have seen over the last 30 years and that we've experienced for ourselves as a family. I can tell you, every time I think that I've seen it all, something else has cropped up, and it just blows my mind what people do, don't do, what their concept is, what their precepts are before they get involved. So I'm hoping that what I can do is help individuals understand home care better. So that you understand that part of it, private duty home care is being able to help people stay in their homes for as long as they can, to have assistance with their day-to-day living skills from individuals who have either years of experience, years of training, or a combination of the both. Sometimes it's CNAs, sometimes it's NAs, sometimes it's nurses. So what I'm looking to do in being able to provide these videos is be able to help both the caregivers and the families receiving care. And so that you understand a little bit, I started in the industry back in 1986. My stepfather was paralyzed from the shoulders down. It changed our whole lives. He lived 22 years post-injury, but through that, we were able to start a company and to build a company from a regional till it actually had a national footprint. I'm not in that industry day to day anymore. I want to be able to help individuals who are either anticipating getting it and having home care, or people who are anticipating getting into the market, or people who are caregivers and need some assistance, or families who are looking and going, we don't know what to do because we've never been in this situation. Well, that's where our family was back in 1986. When my stepfather broke his neck, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know where to go. Well, I can tell you 30 years later, I know what to do, and I can help a lot of people. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Wayne Irish. I owned my own company for 30 years. My mom and I started it together to take care of my stepfather, and we did a darn good job. He lived 22 years post-injury. And I know it's because of my mom and the care that we were able to provide him that he was able to live as long as he was able to live in that situation. If you are looking at your loved one, whether it's young or old, doesn't matter what their situation is, because oftentimes people think that home care is just for the elderly. Well, that's not true. It's for anybody who needs assistance with their day-to-day living skills in the home. So if you're looking or faced with a situation where you've got a loved one and they are no longer able to care for themselves, and maybe you don't have the knowledge or the experience to know, what do I do? Maybe it is an older person. Maybe it's someone who's coming out of the hospital and you just don't have the resources. Putting them in an institution is not always the right answer. Most of the time, people want to remain at home as long as they possibly can. I can help you. I want to help you. I want to give you some resources. I want to be able to show you some things and talk about some things that you can look at as alternatives. Because oftentimes you can get away with a few hours a week, even maybe only as little as 1 hour a day, before you start looking at institutionalizing someone or not keeping them as home as long as they want to be home and it's reasonable for them to be home. So I'm going to do a series of videos. I'm very excited about being able to help a lot of different people in a lot of different circumstances because I have seen a lot of different things. I know what it's like to have strangers come into your home. I know what it's like to be a stranger and go into other people's homes. I know what it's like when you're faced with these kind of situations and you don't know where to go. I'm going to be your resource. And I'm going to do this video and a series of videos that will highlight home care and the different options that you have. I solicit your input. I'm looking for questions. I'm looking to be able to help you. I don't want people to go through the frustration that I've seen many people go through over these last 30 years, and especially what my family and I had to go through when there was no home care. We actually were one of the pioneers and had to help create this industry. Back in 1986, there was a handful of us. Today, you can find one almost on every corner. Some are good, some are not good. Some people should be in this business because they love people enough to do it. Others shouldn't be in here because all they want to do is make a few bucks. This is not the industry where you make a few bucks. This is an industry where you change lives and help people. So call me, 1-800-649-5515. Leave me a message. I'll get back to you. Send me any kind of questions you want on Facebook or on email, j.wayneirish@gmail.com. But come join me with this series of videos. We're going to have fun. We're going to learn. Most importantly, we're going to be able to give you some peace of mind.